Namaste yogis, welcome to the Yoga Pantry with me, Natasha. It's a little bit of a windy day and the cicadas are out in force. I don't know if you can hear them on the mic. And we've had a little bit of a drought kind of situation in Auckland, but we've had a few days of a little bit of rain, so green is popping up around me again. I'm going to do a little sequence today all about the back, loosening it up, finding comfort, strengthening it up. There's been a common theme in the Yoga Pantry where everyone has been asking for back stretches. So I'm guessing that you are carrying too much shit on your back. Release the burdens, let go of what no longer serves you, put down the baggage and allow your heart space to expand and open. So are we ready to breathe and receive and let go of all of the stress? If you are, grab that mat and join me back here in 2 seconds. The sun is in my eyes a little, but it's a gorgeous day, so I can't complain. We're going to start off in a nice comfortable seat and just get centered and connect to our breath. So close your eyes, sit however you feel suits your body, allows you to find comfort in your hips and your knees, and allows you to find length up through your spine. Close your eyes. Relax your face, your eyes, your lips, your teeth, your tongue. Tune into that breathing, tune into the sensations in your body. And then start to bring your awareness fully to the breath, allowing it to settle down into the base of the body so that you feel like your abdomen is the thing doing the breathing for you. As our diaphragm moves down to create space for the lungs, feel the belly expand. And as the air releases, feel the belly come back in. As you feel yourself starting to relax and soften, think about an intention for your practice. What would you like to bring into your life? And welcome that in, repeating your intention a couple of times. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Gently opening your eyes. Let's come on to our all fours, and we're actually just going to sink into a child's pose. So allow the weight to sink back. Let the head come down. You can rest your forehead on your arms, or you can rest your arms behind you. And I want you to find that breath now into the back of the body. Child's pose is a lovely posture that helps stretch out the back. So as you breathe in, instead of feeling your abdomen expand and fill, see if you can feel your back expanding. And as you breathe out, let that breath come in and out of your body and allow your hips to drop a little lower towards the earth. Just let the whole body relax, release the tension. On your next inhale, allow yourself to roll up to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes so that we can stretch out the feet there. And then round the back chin in towards your chest. Inhale, expand. And exhale, round. Inhaling, expand. And exhale, round. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand. And exhale, round. Come back to a nice neutral spine. As you exhale, turn to look at your buttocks or your heel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the other side. And inhale, lengthen. Continue. One more. And then with those toes tucked, spring back or push back and lengthen into a beautiful downward facing dog. Tread your feet. Now I always get people to have a good play around in their down dog in class because it's a wonderful pose that you can really find your own comfort in, and you don't have to stay to that static still pose. You can bend one knee a whole bunch. You can straighten one leg a whole bunch. You can swivel, take your feet in and swivel your hips to one side. That's a lovely stretch. And you can try out the other side. And then you can extend a leg if you want and fling it around, bend and straighten. As you do that though, make sure that you are connecting firmly through the arms and staying nice and even there. Try out both sides, explore, allow your own intuition to guide you through here. What do you got? Test it out. Have a little play, a little exploration. You can widen out your legs a whole bunch, walk back towards the legs or bend the knees. You can move into a plank position or an up dog. You can move into a child's pose. Really have a good look around your body and see what it wants, what it needs, what you can do to service it and make it feel awesome. I always love it when people go for it in these little moments of play and exploration. And then let's walk our hands back towards our feet, taking the weight off those arms and hang. Relax the head and neck. Shake it out, yes or no. Check in and see how the back of the legs feel. This is a lovely stretch from the heels all the way to the crown. Soften your knees if you need to. We're going to draw the belly button up, press through the feet, and allow yourself to ragdoll slowly up to Tadasana. As you come up, extend those arms. Breathe in and exhale, hands down in front of your heart space. I'm going to turn to face you now. Fingers to the ground, fingers to the sky. Fingers to the ground, fingers to the sky. Interlace, reach those hands up. You can step your feet together or keep them hip width apart. Reach up and over, really lengthen out that spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, center. Breathe it up, extend, maybe widen out the legs, and exhale, allow the body to just pour down to the ground, hang again. Shake it out. Inhale, roll up. Bring the hands up, step the feet together, interlace those fingers, turn to the side. You can either just extend here or come into bullfighter pose, looking up. Find that balance, stretch it out back to center, around to the other side, lengthen here, or if it feels good, look up, stretch that out, and then back to center and release. Separate the feet, clasp your hands, and exhale, come forward. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, but try not to drop the head and drop the shoulders here. We want to open the heart, stretch that out through the chest. We want to find length through the back, so hug the ribs in slightly so you've got comfort in the back of the body, and don't drop the head. Keep that nice and centered and level as well. And then if you've got the flexibility, take your arms up. If you don't, grab a strap or a scarf or something and use that to give you leverage and room and space. Release the hands, press and rise, inhale. We're going to let it all out. Inhale up. Let it out. Inhale up. Let it out. Inhale up. And melt down to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk those hands forward or step the feet back depending on where you are situated on your mat. And find a lovely static down dog this time. So lengthening out through the tailbone. Press the floor away, reaching your heels to the ground, stretch out your back. If down dog is uncomfortable, you can actually stand by the wall, place your hands on the wall and come into an L shape. That's a lovely back stretch as well. So reach, 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 up to the toes, down to the heels, up to the toes, down to the heels, roll up to the toes, roll through the body, drop back to your tabletop position. Right arm, left leg extends, sunbird, so we elongate that back body again. And then exhale, draw it in, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last one, take that out. And exhale, release. Other side, extend and bring it in. Extend, bring it in. Extend, bring it in, extend, and release. Toes tucked, and we're going to sit back so we can stretch out those feet. This can be super uncomfortable for many. If you're one of the many, you can have blocks to lean forward or just lean out a little bit and just test. If you are super comfortable, maybe rock a little bit, just getting all of the feet open. And while we're here, if you're comfortable sitting up, interlace those fingers, turn the palms up again, stretch it out. Exhale, release, interlace the fingers behind you, stretch it out. And this is a little easier on the toes, this next one, but it requires some balance and focus. So gaze in front of you, strong core, or you can use your hands, lift the knees. Breathe, hold. Good stretch for the feet, good stretch for the calf muscles. If you are super balanced, take the arms up, interlace and lift. Nice focus for the mind. And exhale, release. Come off those toes, give them a little bang out. Left hand can come in slightly as long as it feels like it's comfortably stacked under your shoulder as you rise up. Extend. And then we're going to take that arm through and stretch, not taking the shoulder down yet. Inhale up and exhale, stretch. Inhale up and exhale, stretch. And last one, take it up, reach, 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 and take that all the way through. So I'm going to plant my shoulder down between my knees, and either I can stay here, leveraging with my free arm to deepen the twist, or I can take the arm over the top or up, or even tuck it behind. Wow, the sun is super glary, so I apologize, but I have to keep my eyes closed. Breathe into it here. Allow that lovely twist to come into the spine if that feels comfortable. If you need support, place your shoulder and your head on a block or a cushion or a bolster or a pillow. And then if you want to go deeper into the shoulders, top hand comes on top of the lower hand and slide that forward. It's a big stretch, so if that's not comfortable, just come out of it and go where you do feel comfortable. Deep breath. And then hand back to your face, rise up, tabletop, round, exhaling. Inhale, expand, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand. Neutral spine, left hand comes in slightly if you need it. You can always adjust when you come up here. Your arm might not come all the way up, it might be out there, it's all good. And then reach, and up, and reach, and up, and reach, and up. This gets the stretch right up the side of the body. Take it down and into your thread the needle for the shoulders, trying to keep the hips over the knees. Left hand supports you or leverages you deeper into your twist. So find what feels good for it here. Find length through the spine, openness through the heart, and find that lovely stretch through the upper back. Breathe. Now remember, you also have the option of taking the top hand onto the lower hand and sliding it forward. Deep breath in, bring your hand back. And we shall exhale to round up again. Inhale and exhale. And come back to center. Widen your knees. Big toes come towards themselves. We're coming into a wide-legged child's pose. And again, you can bring your hands under your forehead, or you can rest your chest on a block or a bolster, or you can bring it right down to the ground. Turn your head to the side if that's comfortable for you, or just keep it centered. Breathe down into the hips, allowing the inner thighs to open out and get a lovely stretch. If it's too intense, bring the knees in slightly. If you're not feeling enough, then open them out. But it's all about tuning into your body and noticing what it needs and seeing if you can provide that for yourself. Take a deep breath in. Rise up slightly. We're going to walk over towards the left side as far as you feel comfortable going, and stretch out through that right arm and rest down. So we get a nice stretch down the side. When we work our back, we want to twist, we want to bend, we want to extend, we want to flex, move in all the directions that the spine is built to go, so that you really just get into all of the nooks and crannies. Inhale, rise up, come over to the other side. And again, this time extend out through that left arm. So you feel the stretch pretty much from your hip all the way up the side body, past the armpit, up into the fingers. Breathe. Inhale, rise up. One more time through center. And then inhale, bringing those knees back in, tuck the toes, walk the hands slightly forward, downward facing dog. Reach it up, stretch it out. Now in our down dog, we had that lovely big play before. Let's take ourselves up through the right leg into a dog split to stretch that out a little. And we're going to step that foot through. If your foot doesn't come all the way through on the first step, you can always pick it up and shift it through, or you can take your knees down. Draw back through your right hip crease. Rise up, find some strength through those glutes. Let the heart open. Lovely big chest expansion here. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just stay centered. Breathe into it. And then bring those arms up. Exhale, draw the arms down. Inhale up, open. Inhale up, elbows down. Inhale up and exhale, release. Step it back, down dog. Again, you can step to your knees first and then left leg lifts. Look for length, look for openness. Spread your body out and then go ahead, bring the knees in, step it all the way through, or take your knees down first. Once you're comfortable, centered, rise up. Let the heart open or just stay level. Check your comfort. Release those arms. Inhale up. Exhale. Elbows down. Inhale up. Exhale. Open. Inhale up. Exhale. Elbows down. Inhale up. Exhale. Open. Inhale up. And release. Step back. Downward facing dog. Stretch that out. I'm just going to shift my feet back slightly so I can come into a comfortable plank. Up to my toes I go, rolling through my body like a wave, and boom, plank. Hello. Reach into the heels for a moment, and then let's take our knees down as far back as they can go. Elbows towards the hips, chest and chin towards the ground. Release. Shrug the shoulders back and breathe in, cobra. Exhale, release. Let's come into a shark's pose. So clasp your hands behind you. And we're going to keep the feet connected to the ground. Lengthen through the neck and lift the arms, lift the heart. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Rest your head to the side. Breathe into it. Just got to check that the microphone's not being pulled away. And then back to center, clasp those hands, inhale up again. And this time with the legs, lengthen out through the spine, lengthen out through the tail. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Release down, shake out, wobble out the hips. Find comfort. Breathe into it. And tuck those toes, head to center, shrug the shoulders back, peel up. You want to scoop your pelvis under and sink back, child's pose. Let the back round, knees closer together or completely together. Arms can come by your side if you're comfortable, otherwise under the forehead or out in front, and breathe into your spine, into your back muscles. Inhale, roll yourself up from there. We're going to extend out onto our sitting bones. If you need to, raise your hips up onto something. You can do that by rolling your mat or placing a little cushion underneath your buttocks. Left leg is going to come up and step over the top of the right. We're going to lengthen as we breathe in so that we've got space through the rib cage, and go ahead and hug that left leg in with your right arm. If you prefer, you can hook the elbow to the outside, whatever feels good. Breathe in, lift and lengthen, and then as you exhale from the belly button upwards, create your rotation so your sacrum stays nice and stable. And you can look back, you can look to the side, you can look forward, but if you can, look back with me here, and we'll take a couple of deep full breaths. If you want to, you can bring your right arm through the gap between the knees, bring your left arm around and bind the pose. Exhale, release, take a nice open twist to the other side. And now what we're going to do, we're going to shift onto the outer hip of that right thigh, that right leg. My right hand is behind me, facing straight out. My left leg supports me. There's a little bit of balance and core required. Left arm comes over, opens up the left leg, and I gaze behind. This is called a mongoose twist. Uses some core, it's lovely for the back. And then release out. Release the legs, rock them out a little, shake out. We're going to do the other side. Right leg comes over the top, sit up nice and tall, raise your hips if you need it. Left arm can either tuck behind the right leg or you can hug that right leg in. Breathe in for length and rotate. Remember, from the belly button up, keeping the sacrum nice and still, nice and supported. Keep finding length. So try not to put the head into weird positions. Gaze back if that feels comfortable, or if you want, you can gaze forward or to the side. Deep full breaths to fill you up. And then release. Take a nice little open twist. Here comes that mongoose twist. We're going to get onto that outer hip of that left leg. Right hand behind me now. Left hand is so confusing. Right leg over the top. Right arm comes and opens up the leg. I can gaze forward, but I'm going to gaze back because that gives me a full, lovely stretch through my torso. My shoulders are moving away from my ears, and I'm breathing deeply into my body. Couple more breaths. And exhale, release. Release out from there, shake it out, walk your sitting bones back. Feel free to lift them onto something if you want to. Breathe in, lengthen. You can use a strap here if you want. Exhale, come forward, reaching for your feet, your legs, your knees, your mat, or your strap. Breathe in. Try and lengthen out your spine so that you're not rounding it here. If you are super rounded, just sit here. This is all good. It'll give you a stretch through the legs. That's what we're looking for first, so that we can release that low back a little. And if you want to look for a stretch in the upper back, you can round a little more and soften the knees to take the pressure out of the legs. Breathe into it, surrender. Inhale, release, shake it all out. Widen out your legs. I'll face you guys. Nice little wide-legged forward fold. Just like before, we want to raise the hips if we need to, if we're all rounded through the back. And if you are, hands behind you, stay here, toes and knees to the sky. You can even just open the heart up. But if you're comfortable, you can come forward, hands in front of you for support, or hands along your legs, or whatever feels good. Just don't overdo it. Just respect your body and find your limits, and just kind of like tiptoeing to the edge of a cliff, having a little peep over and going, oh no thanks, and just taking a little step back into your comfort zone. And then as you get comfortable, you can like just test the edges a little bit. Inhale, release. We're almost done. Just a nice quick practice today. Bringing those knees back in. We're going to hug them in, round the back, forehead to the knees, and just relax and soften. Inhale, release. Coming in to thread the needle. There's a few different ways to do it. One way is to lean back, taking your right leg over the top. And this might be enough, or you might want to sit up into it, breathe into it. And this might feel pretty nice. Or you might want to come down, and you might want to lie down and then grab that leg and bring it towards you. Now this left leg that I'm holding, the more I take it over to the left side, the bigger the stretch is going to be in the hip. And the same applies when I'm sitting as well. If If I take that leg out slightly, I'll get a bigger stretch. Breathe the heart open. If you are seated into it, try not to slouch because you'll take the stretch out of your glutes. So expand through the heart space. And then go ahead, soften out, release to release. We want to let the knees have a little tread out so that we get that synovial fluid flowing through. And then we're going to come to the other side. And you've got your options, lying down, staying here, or sitting up. And then just checking that that knee is not drifting into center. Unless you are having a lot of intensity, then you can let it come into center a little bit. And then release that out, come on down, give yourself a nice little shake out. We're gonna come down onto our backs from here, a little bit of bridge pose. So feet hip width apart. Depends on the tightness in your legs and where your glutes activate. So for me, having my feet hip width apart and lifting, and as I squeeze my glutes, I can feel them. For other people, you might need a little more width in those legs. So as you come up, you can feel the glutes. I don't feel them so much when my legs are wide. So for me, they've got to be hip width. Everyone's different though, so have a play. Feel around. And then if you're comfortable in your bridge, you can walk your shoulders underneath you. Clasp your hands, create a little space for your chin and your chest, and really start to breathe up through the heart space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down and let the spine come down. Hug those knees in. Allow yourself a little wobble. Extend your left leg, squeeze your right leg in. And then grab hold of the foot or the ankle or the back of the knee and come into a half happy baby. And then release that leg, squeeze your left leg in, give it a good squeeze as you extend out through the right. And then grab hold of the foot or the ankle or the knee, half happy baby on this side. And then we'll go into a full happy baby. Again, you can hold your feet, your ankles, or your knees. Let the back lengthen into the ground. And then release, bring those knees in. Drop the feet to the edges of the mat. Drop the knees into center. If you have a block, you might want to put, well, not yet. Let's just rest here. Let the arms rest out to the side. Take 3 deep abdominal breaths. And then come back to center, walk those feet in. We're gonna lift the hips, hands gonna be palms down underneath the buttocks. So yes, you are going to sit on your arms, so remove any watches that you have. Extend out those legs, coming into fish pose. If you find this difficult, maybe place a block underneath your chest, about where the bra strap would be if you're a lady. And then press up through those forearms to lift the body. Let the heart expand and drop the crown of the head to the ground. Hold, allowing the heart to open, the throat to open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the body, lift the head. Release the body down, release your arms. Bring your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. Rest your head into your hands. Elbows point to the sky. With the full weight of the head in your hands, point your toes to your face and lift the head with your hands to gaze at your toes. And then release that down, shake it out. Bring those legs up, shake it out. So feet are wide. And then we're going to go ahead and drop our knees over towards the left. Rest the arms wherever you like. If your left knee is comfortable, you can place your foot on top of your knee. Your right foot, that is, on top of your left knee or thigh. If that's no good for the back, just release the foot, bring the knees in, stack them instead, and take a normal twist. And let's release, come up, drop the knees to the other side. And if you want, placing the foot, left foot on top of right knee. And then releasing that out, bringing everything into center once more. Give yourself a hug, nose between the knees. And exhale, release. If you are having a little lower back discomfort, then you can rest in Savasana with the knees bent, or you can place a bolster or some blocks underneath the knees. And if you want a little bit more heart expansion, a little bolster or block underneath the upper back. But if you're comfortable in your Savasana, surrender down completely. Feet slightly wider than the hips. Arms slightly away from the body, palms facing up. Lengthen out through the spine. Flatten your shoulder blades out underneath you. Tuck the chin ever so slightly so you've got length and comfort through the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Release. Breathe and release. Breathe and surrender. Breathe and let go of all the baggage, all the stuff that no longer serves you. Breathe it out, breathe it out, breathe it out. Find softness. Allow your body to melt into the floor. Breathing and relaxing. The crown of your head, the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the jaw. Breathing and relaxing the throat and the shoulders. Breathing and relaxing the arms. Breathing and relaxing the chest and the upper back. Breathing and relaxing the belly, the lower back. Breathing and relaxing the hips. Breathing and relaxing the thighs, the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the feet. Relaxing the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm. Relaxing the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg. Relaxing the whole right side of the body. Relaxing the whole left side of the body. Relaxing the whole body. Whole body. Relaxing the whole body. Relaxing the mind. Relaxing the face. Relaxing the breath. Relaxing the whole body. Now, if you are comfy and if you are blissing out, stay here. Stay here as long as you need. Melt away all of that stress. Come back to yourself, come back to your home base, your center, your sense of groundedness and connection to who you really are, and let go of all of the stuff that this world piles on to you. Stay here and breathe. Stay here and be present. Stay here and let go. Stay here and relax. And for those of you that are ready to get up, you can wriggle a little, stretch a little, roll to your side. Just do what feels good, eventually making your way up to a nice comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that practice, please share it with all your friends. Come back and do it again and again. And click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and the little notification bell to find out when we have new videos up here. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. I appreciate you. Namaste.